Welcome to Knowledge Time classes. In this series of videos, we are going to study about light chapter. I request you all to kindly like and share this video so that this knowledge can reach out to maximum number of students. So let us start with the study of light. We have already studied light in standard 8 as well as in standard 9. What is light? Light is a form of energy. Okay. Now light undergoes various phenomena which we are going to study in standard 10. The various phenomena involved in light are reflection. This we have already studied in standard 8 and standard 9. Refraction, dispersion and scattering. Reflection we have already studied. We are going to study in depth. We are going to start studying refraction, dispersion and scattering in standard 10. So let us start with reflection. What do you mean by reflection? We all know. Whenever light falls on a polished surface, it gets reflected. Whenever a ray of light falls on a polished surface, it gets reflected. Suppose this is your incident ray. The point where it meets the mirror, this is M, and this is your reflected ray. So this is your incident ray and this is your reflected ray. At the point of contact of the mirror and the incident ray, you draw a normal. Normal is 90 degree. The angle between the incident ray and the normal is known as angle of incidence. And the angle between the normal and the reflected ray is known as the angle of reflection. Now what are the laws of reflection? Every phenomena in which light is involved they have certain laws. What is the law of reflection? We all know the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. The incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal lie in the same plane. Incident ray and reflected ray are on the opposite side of the normal. So what are the three laws? First is the incident ray and the reflected ray are on the opposite side of the normal. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. And incident ray, normal and reflected ray, they all lie in the same plane. This what we have studied. We have studied about plane mirrors. Now we are going to study about spherical mirrors. Right? So in a plane mirror, the reflecting surface is plane. But suppose if the reflecting surface is curved, it is not plane, then they become spherical mirrors. For example, this is a curved surface and it is your reflecting surface is curving inside. Such type of mirror in which reflecting surface is curving inside, they are known as concave mirrors. They are known as concave mirrors. And if your reflecting surface is curved outside, your reflecting surface is curved outside, then it is known as convex mirror. So the law of reflection, they hold true for plane mirror, for concave mirror as well as for convex mirror. Now we will have to understand various terms which are involved. So what we have studied till now, what is reflection? What is reflection? Whenever light falls on a plane surface, it gets reflected and this property is known as reflection. Second is laws of reflection. We have studied just now. What are laws of reflection? The incident ray and the reflected ray are on the opposite side of the normal. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. The incident ray, the normal and the reflected ray, they always lie in the same plane. This is the law of reflection. We have studied about plane mirror up till now. Here now we will be studying about spherical mirrors. So a mirror in which the reflecting surface is curved inside is a concave mirror. It is like a cave. So it becomes a concave mirror. A mirror in which the reflecting surface is curved outside is known as a convex mirror. Before we start studying about the mirrors, we have to understand various terms which are related to mirror. So now you can see at this part. If you see it properly, if I draw, you see this concave mirror can be a part of a sphere. It is a part of a sphere. So this is your concave mirror, right? This is your concave mirror. It is a part of a sphere. So with respect to this sphere, we are going to understand various parts of this concave mirrors or with various terms related to concave mirror. The first is center of curvature. What is the center of curvature? Center of curvature is the center of the sphere of which this mirror is a part. So center of curvature doesn't lie on the mirror, it lies outside the mirror, but it is the center of that sphere of which this sphere is a part. So you will have center of curvature. Next is radius of curvature. What is radius of curvature? So this is center of curvature C, this is your radius of curvature R. What is radius of curvature? Radius of curvature is the radius of the sphere of which this mirror is a part. Okay? Radius of curvature. So we have understood center of curvature. Second is radius of curvature. Next is focus. What is focus? Whenever rays of light fall on a concave mirror, parallel rays of light fall, they converge and meet at one point. They converge and meet at one point. That point where rays of light meet after reflection, after converging, that point is known as focus. So here it is the focus. Okay? And focus is equal to radius of curvature divided by 2. We have to remember these things for solving the numericals. So what is the focus? In case of a concave mirror, parallel rays of light, after reflecting, they converge at one point, and that point is known as focus. In case of a convex mirror, the rays of light, they diverge. See, concave mirror is known as converging mirror and convex mirror is known as diverging mirror. So when rays of light fall on a convex mirror, they diverge and they appear to come from one point. They appear to come from one point, and that point is known as focus. Okay? So we have studied about center of curvature, radius of curvature, focus. Next we will study about pole. What is pole? Pole is the center of the mirror. It is not the center of the sphere, it is the center of the mirror. So here it is your pole. Next, what is pole? Principal axis. What is principal axis? Imaginary line joining the center of curvature and the pole, or the focus and the pole, because center of curvature, focus and pole lie in a straight line. The imaginary line joining all of them is known as principal axis. Now what is radius of curvature? We have finished. What is focal length? The distance between the focus and the pole, this is known as focal length. The distance between the pole and the focus is known as the focal length. So what are the various terms now we have studied? We will revise once again. First term, we have studied about center of curvature, radius of curvature, focal length, pole, principal axis. What is center of curvature? The center of the sphere of which this mirror is a part. So also this is your concave mirror. You can have your convex mirror from here. Okay, so convex mirror you will have over here. The center of the sphere of which the mirrors are a part is known as center of curvature. Radius of curvature, it is the radius of the sphere of which the mirror is a part. What is a focus? Whenever parallel rays of light fall on a concave mirror, they converge at one point. Why? Because concave mirror is a converging mirror. They converge at one point. The point where they all meet after converging is known as focus. And in case of a convex mirror, the convex mirror is also known as a diverging mirror. When rays of light fall on convex mirror, they diverge. So they appear to come from one point. and that point is known as focus. Next, what is pole? Pole is the center of the mirror. Pole is the center of the mirror. And the imaginary line joining the center of curvature, focus and the pole is known as the principal axis. Focal length. What is focal length? It is the distance between the focus and the pole. It is the distance between the focus and the pole. And principal axis we have studied. So these all things we have studied in this part. Now let us try to understand, before starting to draw the ray diagrams, we have to understand certain rules regarding ray diagram. This formula you have to remember, focal length, it's not focus. It is focal length is equal to radius divided by 2.